You guys, I have been on what can only be considered the most insane, chaotic, bizarre, just like mental experience of, I guess, a first date that literally anyone has ever been on in the history of ever. And I'm gonna show you guys it's just weird as heck, weird thing that he got me at the end. But first, obviously, I need to give you guys like a little bit of a backstory because I like to overshare. So, okay, so backstory. So I'm talking to this guy, okay? And we're talking, we actually know like quite a few people in common. So, like, I thought he was normal. He's so cute. For the purposes of this story, we're gonna call him Adam, okay? And Adam lives in a city that's about maybe like 5 hours away from me. And he keeps being like, come visit me for a weekend, come visit me for a weekend. And fun fact, my mom is actually from the city that he's from. So I was like, oh my God, like I know so many people from the city. Like my grandparents were there. A lot of my mom's childhood friends are there. So I had tons of people that I could stay with. So I was like, oh my God. And I call my two best friends and I'm like, let's make like a little road trip and let's go out and I'm gonna like meet this guy. We've been like talking, we've been Snapchatting, whatever. And I'm like, I'm gonna meet him. It's gonna be so fun. I'm all excited. I convinced my friends to come. They are so loyal. I'm obsessed with them. And we get in the car and we drive 5 hours. So we arrive, the drive is super uneventful, and we get there, but we get there at night, so I'm not gonna see the guy until the next day. So me and my friends were staying at my mom's childhood best friend's house, but she's more like an aunt to me almost. And we're staying at her house and we just have like a little girls' night and we're getting ready and everyone's like hyping me up. Everyone's like, oh my God, he's gonna be the one, like he's gonna be your boyfriend, okay? And like I think I got myself like a little too pumped as well. Like my expectations were high, but honestly, he was so nice, so attentive, so like I don't know, I was just like excited. Okay, so day one of the weekend, and when I tell you, it only gets worse from here. Like whenever you think it's bad, like it just keeps getting worse, and like you're not even gonna believe this. So it's day one, and he's like, "I'm gonna pick you up. I'm so excited. We're gonna go to the movies." I'm like, "Okay, amazing." So I get ready. I put my glam on. I'm like so excited. I wait. This man shows up 45 minutes late. Okay. And at this point, the movie's already started. So I'm just like, are we gonna make the movie? And he's like, it's fine. There's another showing like an hour later. Like, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. And I'm like, annoying, bad first impression, but whatever. I've never met this guy in person, by the way. Like, we've only Snapchatted and stuff, okay? And so he shows up 45 minutes late, okay? He picks the theater next to where I'm staying. I looked on Google Maps. Like, I have a phone, okay? I look on Google Maps. There's a theater like 5 seconds away from where I'm staying. He drives me across the city. Like, I'm talking like an hour almost across the city, okay, to this random theater. When we get to the theater, he looks at his phone and he goes, sorry, I just realized I have a doctor's appointment and so I need to go. And I'm like, okay, but I don't have my car. Like, you picked me up. And he's like, yep, sorry, gotta go, bye. And literally sprints out the door. And I'm like, okay, guess I'm calling an Uber. And so at this point, you would think that I'd be like, clearly he sucks and I wouldn't see him again, right? Absolutely not. I am in fact delusional. If I had a spirit animal, it would be a bull because whenever I see a man with a red flag, I instinctively want to run towards it as fast as I can. Okay, so obviously I was like, it's fine. He probably just forgot he had a doctor's appointment, like literally Delulu. Okay, so now this is day two of the weekend. I was there Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So this is now Saturday morning. Okay, he is like, I am so sorry about yesterday. I want to make it up to you. And all my friends are like, honestly, why don't you just hang out? Like, we're on a girls' trip now. Like, screw him. Like, you don't need to see him. And I'm like, no, like I came here for him. Like, I want to see him. I'm stupid. Okay. I'm stupid. So anyways, so he's like, we're going to go out tonight. We're going to go have some fun. I got us tickets to a concert. Okay. I'm like, okay, cool. What concert? He's like, I can't tell you. It's a surprise. I'm like, okay. And so I'm all excited. Once again, I get all dressed up. I put my glam on. I'm like ready to go. Okay. And he is like, I will pick you up at 7:30. Once again, this man shows up at 8:45. We are so much past an hour late now, like an hour, 15 minutes. By the time he picks me up, the only thing that I know is that the show started at 8 o'clock. It's 8:45. I'm like, oh, maybe we're missing the opener. I'm delusional. I'm delusional. So anyways, he's like, do you mind if we stop and grab some food? Like, I'm starving. And I was like, okay, so like, are we even going to the concert? Like, what's happening? And he was like, no, no, we're gonna go. Don't worry. This person always comes on super late. Again, I haven't seen the tickets. I don't even know what the venue is. Like, I know nothing, okay? scared for my life, but also kind of like living for the thrill. Because once again, I like the rush that I get from being so stupid. So he's like, we're going to stop and get food. And I'm like, okay. We go through a drive-through. The drive-through is Taco Bell, okay? Don't get me wrong. I love Taco Bell, but like, again, this is like the makeup for the date where he literally forgot he had a doctor's appointment and just left. So I'm like, okay, I guess we're getting Taco Bell. We go through the drive-through. He orders 17 tacos. 17. Not 18, not 16, 17 tacos, okay? And then he's like, crap, I don't have my wallet. Can you pay for my tacos? And I'm like, I guess I'm paying for your tacos. Like, I don't know what else to say. So I buy him his tacos, okay? He proceeds to eat all the tacos. The cheese and all of the sauces are dripping all over his white shirt. By the way, he was wearing the weirdest shirt ever, okay? He was wearing a shirt, it was all white, and it just had every emoji from like your phone keyboard all over his shirt. And I was like, this is a weird shirt, whatever. Emojis are also going to be a theme later on in the story, so stay tuned because it is crazy. So anyways, he's covered in sauce. He's eaten all the tacos. I maybe had one taco. I'm like, it's happening. Like, I don't know what else to say, okay? So, fine, he's eating the tacos. Now, we go to the concert. The concert is just a club. No concert. I don't know why he called it a concert. Nobody knows why he called it a concert. It's a club, okay? And when we get to the front door, there are a bunch of people there waiting for me, okay? And I'm like, who are these people? And he's like, oh, I invited all my friends. I'm like, to our date? And he's like, yep. And I'm like, awesome. So I'm like, should I invite my friends? He's like, no, I really want you to chill with my friends. So I'm like, okay, my friends are just like hanging out. Like I could totally bring them. He's like, no, I really want you to like meet and get to know my friends. It's really important to me. And my delusional butt was like, oh, that's so romantic. So at this point, the night is going normal for all of 15 minutes, okay? His friends seem nice. And might I add, this is the first normal 15 minutes I've had all weekend since I stepped foot in the city. It's the first normal, whatever. It's a normal night out, okay? His friends seem really nice. All good. Until I realize that these are not his friends. These are every single one of his exes. He invited every single one of his exes. Ready for the plot twist? It's a mix. It's guys and girls. So I'm like, oh, how can they all be his exes? Turns out he likes both. He likes guys, he likes girls. That's totally fine. I'm all for that, obviously. Like, why would I care? I like guys. But he invites all his exes to the bar that he told me was a concert, and basically, he wanted to like have them test me. Like I would have to get the approval of every single one of his exes. What? What do you mean? So anyways, I'm like, at this point, I'm like, I'm out. I gotta go home, okay? I go to the bathroom for 2 seconds. I come back. He is kissing one of his exes. I'm like, great. I feel so good about myself. So God, I can't even make this up, okay? So then I'm like, okay, I gotta go to the coat check at the front so I can get my coat so I can leave. I go to the coat check, I come back, and I am literally just going and trying to make my way to the front door because the coat check was like at the back, and he is kissing a different one of his exes. I'm like, what? At this point, I'm like, I'm calling an Uber. I'm texting all my friends. They are like, what is happening? Anyways, I get out of there so fast. So you would assume that I would be done. I wouldn't be seeing him anymore, right? Wrong. Because I'm stupid, dropped my house keys in his car when he picked me up. So now I have to see them because I can't go home without my keys. So I text him and I'm like, hey, can I have my keys back? And he's like, yeah, I'll drop them off. I'm like, perfect. When I get there, he is standing outside looking like he's about to cry for some reason. And I'm like, I don't even care at this point. I just want my keys and I just want to leave the city and I never want to come back. He goes, since your birthday was a month ago, I got you a gift. And I was like, you really didn't need to get me anything. Like, I don't want anything from you. And he's like, no, like, I insist. I know that it's been kind of like a bad weekend, so I just want to like give you this gift. And I'm like, okay, guys, it's time for the big reveal. I'm gonna show you what he got me. So, okay, first, the little add-on to the gift, the stocking stuffer, if you will. He gets me one of those car air fresheners in the shape of the wink kiss emoji, which I no longer have. Like, I threw that out immediately. You know the emoji that's like, that as a car air freshener. And it smelled bad. So I was like, okay. The next, I still have it. A guide to religious study. What? Again, what? What possessed you to think that I would need this book? So he gives this to me. I look at it and I'm like, Thank you so much. Happy birthday to me. Yada, yada, yada. I get out of there so fast. And that, my friends, is the worst date. I don't think anyone can top. If you have a date that tops that as like the worst date you've ever been on, let me know. But like that, thank you.